everyone, it is the Deafening Silence here with another ASMR video. That's right, we're consistent now, folks. So while I was out shopping, I came across these two things. Now I know I came across the Mystery Power Cube Pokemon thing that we unboxed last week. But this time I happened to see these. And I highly doubt you're going to get like an authentic Blue Eyes White Dragon pack or something in this. Matter of fact, there's probably a website I could have looked up that would have told you exactly what packs you could get in these. But I figured what I would do. Someone requested or suggested that I could do like description readings of the cards and stuff. And so what I thought I could do is open these up, see what we get as far as packs, then open the packs up and read the card descriptions, and maybe get something cool to look at on top of that. And for aesthetic today, I've got my Samurai Warlord Structure deck playmat. I have a Seal of Orichalcos, like thick cardboard pack, but it's somewhere in storage, and I do not have my wife here to help me get all the crap out because it's pretty heavy. So we're just gonna do this for now. So let's open these up and let's see what we get. Get the first bit of wrapping off. Hopefully that's not... Oh, there's cards in here. Special cards in here too. What is this? Holy crap. That looks awesome. Reflection may be hard to see, but True King of All Calamities. This is a fairly newer Yugioh type card. Not the Xyz part, but the worm as far as typing. Since the 2010s. And the effect reads... 2 or more level 9 monsters. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card and declare one attribute. This turn, all face-up monsters on the field become that attribute. Also, all monsters in your opponent's possession with that attribute cannot activate their effects or attack. Monsters that True Draco and True King monsters in your hand would destroy with their effects can be chosen from your opponent's field. I'm confused as heck with this card reading. This is one of the reasons I don't follow Yugioh anymore. Just too complicated. For me anyway. But that dude looks awesome. So he'll go here in the corner. Now as far as actual packs, I didn't even know we were going to get that. I need to see what the actual pack is. It is... That's a reprint, right? This is not the official Blue Eyes White Dragon pack. It can't be. There's no way. This cannot be it. Hold on a second. Hold on a freaking second. Okay, hold the freaking phone. This cannot be an actual Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon pack from back in the early days. These things are worth so much money if it was the real thing. 9 cards per pack. How many did the original packs have? There is no way this is the actual Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon pack. No way. This has to be like a reprint or something, which I think that's what that year is right there. Oh my god. Hold on a second. Let me open up this other one. Let me see what we get here. I get here? Trigate Wizard. We'll look at him in a second. I'm interested in what the pack will be. Code of the Duelist. Oh my gosh. That has to be a reprint. Just a second. Okay, so I did some quick looking online, and there were reprints of this pack, the Legend of Blue Eyes pack, but I can't quite figure out if there was a reprint done like for you, like these weird packs that Walmart has. The latest reprint was done in 2011, and those boxes were in 2014. It looks like, well, I don't know. I ripped up the packaging, so I can't really tell. But needless to say, I'm fairly highly, 99.9% certain this is not the original. And if it is, I will shoot myself later for opening it. But anyway, we will open it here in a second. But looking at this card that came in the other pack, Trigate Wizard, which reads, well, first, this is a Link type card, and it's a Cyberse creature. And this is another one that I'm not familiar with at all. 2+ monsters accept tokens, and it gains effects based on, how many you have. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. I plan to read the cards inside the packs. So, moment of truth. Let's see what's in here. I can't believe I'm opening this if it's real. Really the real thing from back then. But I, again, highly doubt it. So here we go. I know the card trick for Pokemon cards. I don't know where the rares are in Yugioh, so we'll just make a guess. Legend of Blue Eyes 112 is that is the official card series. If this is the original one or not, I'll put it up, but I don't believe it is. So I think the Legend of Blue Eyes is like 001 or something like that. So anyway, Steel Ogre Grotto number 1. It is a steel idol worshipped in the land of machines. And of course the land of machines is where Machine King is from. And, well, he's king. Firegrass. A fire-breathing plant found growing near volcanoes. And even though this artwork is it's very simple, I love the art style that they had back in the early days for the cards. It was very cool. I loved them a lot. God, this is going to drive me nuts. Am I actually looking at, like, the first packs? I'll never know. And fun fact, these numbers here in the corner, they could be used as codes in the earlier Yu-Gi-Oh games on the Game Boy or whatever, and you could get these cards if you needed a specific one and didn't have it or something, and you owned the card, you could use that number. Ray and temperature. The sun and the north wind join hands to deliver a devastating combination of heat and gale force winds. That one does look funny. It's a weird looking card. I don't know what you would use it for, but alrighty, continuing, we've got Sandstone. It appears from underground and attacks with long snake-like tentacles. It's basically the creature from the movie Tremors, the movie series Tremors, but if Venom and Hulk were combined with it or something. Next up we have Urabi. Went in a lot of dino decks earlier on in the game. Fast on its feet, this dinosaur rips enemies to shred with its sharp claws, and it's a dinosaur creature, of course. 1500 attack. We've got Forced, an earlier land card of sorts. It could set the stage and increase the attack and defense of all beast, insect, beast, plant, and beast warrior types by 200 points. It was a field card. Then we got M Warrior number 2. I had this card earlier on, along with M Warrior number 1, whenever I first started collecting. Specializing in combination attacks, this warrior is equipped with a tough, magnetically coated armor. And then lastly, we have one more behind it. Mammoth Graveyard. I love this card. This was a Yugioh card, of course, but he's just freaking awesome. It's a skeletal. A mammoth that protects the graves of its pack and is absolutely merciless when facing grave robbers. I think really it should be a zombie, but, you know. And then lastly, Gravedigger Ghoul. You know what? Again, I'm torn over whether this is the actual real cards from back in 2002, whenever this game was first released here, because the older packs, you weren't guaranteed a holographic card. And if you got a card like this, a rare, not a holographic, but a rare rarity card, you didn't get a holographic. But anyway, this is Gravedigger Ghoul. Select up to 2 monster cards in your opponent's graveyard. Remove the selected cards from play. Also, I'm pretty sure that these aren't the actual packs from back then, because if they were, and there was a chance that you could get them, scalpers would be coming through and picking all these up in the hopes of managing to land one of those packs. I know this because I know how scalpers are with action figures, and it is cancerous. So, anywho, that is that pack done. We've got one more, folks. This is Code of the Duelist. And this one is going to be newer cards, so I'm not going to know it as well as I would know Legend of Blue Eyes or some of the other older packs. But let's see what we get anyway. Use a little mustard on that one. I'm glad I was able to keep that other pack in good condition, because I plan to put that in my binder somewhere. But this one I don't particularly care for. It's not as nostalgic for me. But let's see if I can guess right this time. I managed to do it with the other card. I think it was that. I think. So let's see what we get, folks. Emergency rescue. I love how Yugioh got really bad about alliteration, because they did. If your life points or LP is lower than your opponent's, reveal 3 beast monsters with 300 attack and 100 defense from your deck. Your opponent chooses one for you to add to your hand, and you shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only activate one of these cards per turn. Oh, that's cool. I love the heroes, especially the Destiny heroes. This is a fusion card, of course, and it is a warrior. You need 1 Destiny hero monster and 1 dark effect monster, I guess of any kind. It's a quick effect. You can discard 1 card. Send 1 Destiny hero monster from your hand or deck to the GY or graveyard. I hate how they started calling it the GY. That's stupid. But, and if you do, Destiny hero monsters you control gain 200 attack for each Destiny hero monster in your graveyard until the end of this turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. That could be a potentially useful effect. Of course, the other player's gonna know that you could use this effect and react accordingly, but he looks cool anyway. I like the hero cards. Oh man, this dude looks awesome as well. Jack Wyvern. You can banish this card and one face-up machine monster you control, then target one dark monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You can only use this effect of Jack Wyvern once per turn. And what it means by banish, for people who don't know, it doesn't mean... I think they kind of... it's kind of what they refer to as removing from play. It means you can't use like cards to bring it back, basically. Once it's removed from play, it's not coming back, either by Monster Reborn or some other weird card. Speedroid Passing Glider. Oh my lord, look at the text on this. It's a book, man. It's a novel. There's two different effects you can do with these pendulums. You know what? I was able to let it slide whenever Exceeds Monsters were a thing, and whenever the previous one, what was that called? Synchro Summon. Synchro Summon and Exceed Summons, like those were getting a little crazy, but it was okay. This is where Yugioh officially jumped the boat. All these effects, man, it's like I expected to remember all this. And of course the experts can, but you know, it's just take me back to the early days when Yu-Gi-Oh was simple and the games actually were drawn out for a while. But that's a lot of effects. Oh, this dude looks awesome too. Revendread Slayer. I like this guy. You can ritual summon this card with any Vendread ritual spell once per battle. If this card battles an opponent's monster during calculation, quick effect, you can banish one zombie monster from your graveyard. This card gains 300 attack. If this ritual summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one ritual spell from your deck to your hand. And if you do, send one Vendread monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn. And this is a first edition. I just noticed that. Not bad. He's cool. I like the look of him. Treasure Panda. With the... Oh, whoops. Uh-oh, I think I've got something good. I see it there. I tipped my hand too early. With Ojama Yellow there in the background. This is funny. You can banish up to 3 spells and traps from your graveyard face down. Special summon one normal monster from your deck, whose level equals the number of cards banished to activate this effect, so up to 3 stars. Performapal Trump Panda. I hope I don't get censored for that right there. Please, no one get triggered. Once per turn, you can decrease this card's pendulum scale by 1, max 12. When your pendulum monster is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack. You can only use this effect once per turn. Alright, let's see what that holographic was. Oh, we have one more left. Duh. 3 strikes barrier. If your opponent controls exactly 3 cards, activate one of these effects. This turn, your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. This turn, you take no battle damage. Or this turn, each time your opponent or your monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you gain the same amount of life points. So you could activate this trap card as soon as, I guess, a 3rd card of theirs was placed on the field. That's interesting, but okay. Holographic card, finally. What is it? Lila, Twilight Sworn Enchantress. Looks pretty cool. I like the name. This must be like... So there's the Light Sworn deck, which I really like. This must be like the anti-version of it. The opposite. a spell or trap card or effect is activated, you can banish one light sword monster from. Yeah. That's what it is. Yep. You can banish one light sword monster from your hand or graveyard. Then target one face-up spell or trap on the field and destroy it. Once per turn, if your other light sworn monster effects is activated, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So, it's, I guess, without knowing, I'm guessing, because again, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In years, I'm guessing like the Chaos decks, where it was light and dark, and that's what you would use to bring out, you know, the Blackluster Soldier Envoy, or the other Envoy, the Chaos Emperor Dragon, or it was a dragon, I can't remember the name, but, and then some of the other Chaos decks. I'm assuming that's what this is, without knowing. Again, I haven't seen it in years, but that's what I'm assuming this is. So all in all, since I didn't even know, we managed to get 3 holographics, and then we managed to get a rare from what is possibly, again, possibly an old school pack or reprint of Blue Eyes White Dragon and Coda the Duelist. And my final thoughts. Yes, some final thoughts. Like I said, I love where Yu-Gi-Oh! Has went as far as like artwork and design and stuff. They've really came a long way. But the game has went from being something really, really fun and enjoyable and relaxing to play with friends to something that is a very elitist style game where the effects are ridiculous and you have to almost be a scientist to know how everything plays. And for me personally, anyway, it's a shame for me because I'll still very occasionally go back and play the old games like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy or the World Championship games for like the GameCube, or Falsebound Kingdom for the GameCube, because I mean the anime, all of that holds a special place in my heart because I grew up with it. But it's just not the same anymore. I don't know if other games have done that, like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering. You know, games were just either evolved or changed too much to where it's not the same thing anymore. But personally, for me, that is where it's went, and I'm sure you can go to other. I'm sure you can go to places in your town or city, and they have like tournaments or leagues or something like that where they play just the older decks, and that would be awesome. But I still love the look of this guy, by the way. I do. But anyway, just some card flipping sounds here because I love them. That's one of my personal triggers. I don't know if I'll do any more Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack openings unless I manage to find something that's like old school or something like that. Old school. I'd like to open some old school packs, but you know, I don't go to many card stores if they even exist. I go to some places like Vintage Stock to have packs, but they're, you know, they're not carrying everything under the sun. And of course you can buy some of this stuff online, but it's not cheap. Like I mentioned, this Blue Eyes White Dragon pack, if this was legit, if this was an old school one, I could have probably sold it on eBay or something like that for $50 to $100, depending. I know Pokemon packs get like that too. But anyway, yep, just trying to think of what I could do with this in the future, you know. So I'll definitely do some Pokemon pack openings still, and like I said, maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs. If more of these show up in my local stores, I might pick up some of those. But I think that's going to do for this video. I'm going to keep it kind of shorter. guys for watching. I hope you'll tune in to my other ASMR videos. I appreciate your time, your likes, any subscriptions, any shares, anything you do to spread the word about my channel is greatly and humbly appreciated. And I will catch you guys all next time. See you later. Deafening silence out.